For some, they're a matter of safety. For others, an invasion of privacy.
We found drivers in many states have split opinions when it comes to speed cameras. According to the Insurance Institute for Highway Safety, speed cameras often use technology embedded in the road to track a vehicle's speed. If a car travels faster than the legal posted limit, the camera records its license plate, and law enforcement can issue a citation to the registered owner through the mail.
Encountering them depends on where you live. As of May 2024, 19 states and the District of Columbia have laws that permit the use of speed cameras. And research shows they do make roads safer. In 2016, the IIHS released the results of a 7-year study of speed cameras in one community. It found the cameras reduced the likelihood of deadly or severe injury crashes by nearly 20%.
However, the idea comes with some pushback as 9 states prohibit speed cameras by law.
And many that do allow them have certain requirements, such as Arizona, where a law enforcement officer must review the footage and determine whether to cite a driver. Others have a requirement on where the cameras can be located. In Rhode Island and Georgia, they're only permitted in school zones.
That state law in Georgia is what had many Atlanta drivers confused when some received citations and claimed there wasn't a school zone in sight.
Investigative reporter Andy Parati explains what happened and how it renewed the debate over the technology.
I love the people in the neighborhood.
Natalie Patterson takes a drive on Metropolitan Parkway in southwest Atlanta, a route she's taken for years.
Back and forth, back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. Between 6 and 8 times.
This past October, she got a surprise ticket in the mail for $75. It identifies the Atlanta Police Department on the citation, but it came from a private company contracted by Atlanta Public Schools to operate the school zone speed detection cameras, clocking her at 37 miles per hour in a 25 mile per hour speed zone.
These aren't cheap tickets in an already expensive economy.
These warning lights are supposed to alert drivers when the cameras issue citations, but Natalie swears she doesn't remember seeing them flashing. More confusing, the school isn't on the road where the cameras are installed. It's tucked 3 blocks away inside a neighborhood.
When it sent me the thing about the school zone, I didn't even know what school it was about.
You're looking around like where's Waldo for a school?
Atlanta City Council member Antonio Lewis got one of the tickets too.
And so most of our residents who, and myself included, my father and myself included, have both received tickets on Metropolitan, and we're always looking, where's this school?
I'm definitely owed a refund.
Why?
Because the lights weren't flashing.
Turns out Natalie was right. After we reached out to the police department, city council, and the Department of Transportation, it was Atlanta Public Schools with the answers, emailing us to say officials learned on October 23rd the warning lights were not set as scheduled for enforcement timing. In other words, they weren't flashing. And then telling us the city of Atlanta will send a full refund to those identified motorists who were incorrectly ticketed.
It's very affirming. Like, I knew that I wasn't seeing things. I knew that the light was not flashing.
It's unclear how long the cameras were incorrectly ticketing drivers or how many could get refunds, but it could be in the thousands. According to city records, the cameras generated more than $3 million in revenue from September last year to this past October, when the city fixed the warning lights. Natalie says fixing the warning lights and issuing refunds is not enough. The only sign notifying drivers the times when the cameras issue tickets isn't on Metropolitan Parkway, it's here on a neighborhood street.
You'd have to go down the one street, the side street that has the sign that I've never been on and never seen.
The tickets are civil penalties. They don't impact drivers' licenses, but if left unpaid, drivers cannot renew their Georgia vehicle registrations. According to the state's Department of Revenue in September, it happened to 133,000 people.
The state legislature has to find a way to fix this as well. The power that they gave to the school boards right here, I think, needs to be checked. Sometimes we throw spaghetti on the wall, and it's not the kind that's going to stick.
While Natalie hopes state lawmakers rein in camera enforcement, she's grateful her ticket isn't sticking.
Since Georgia allowed cities to install the cameras in 2018, public records reveal they have generated more than $100 million in revenue.